Hey, thanks for joining me on another lending series. Today's guest is Dusty Klavon. She is with First National Bank. She is in our circle of people. I always see her at events with people I know. We ran into each other once or twice, but we're always seeing each other on social media. One thing I'm not sure if she'll mention with you, she does have a nice Porsche, so we'll see if she brings that up or not. But let me bring her in. Again, this is Dusty.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good, good. Hey, thanks for joining me for a few minutes this morning. Beautiful Tuesday day out here in Western PA. And I wanted to introduce some of the people that I see a lot of times in my circles on social media and start with the people that are around all the time. I think we've ran into each other maybe once or twice, but we see each other probably daily on social media. So um, I wanted to bring you guys on for three questions that I ask everybody kind of the same. And the first one is always a good intro is who are you, right? I did say you're with First National Bank. And I did say you have a pretty nice car. And those are the big things that I know about you. And you did have a teenager, I think, that just graduated or will be graduating. So
Yes. So I live in West Air Township. I've been with First National Bank for 17 years, and I have two children, 21 and 18. So my daughter will be graduating here in like 2 weeks, our baby. Um, so I have a nice car. My husband and I are cars and coffee enthusiasts. So we like to go and walk around, drink our coffee, and look at nice cars.
love it.
Um, but yeah, I started in First National Bank on the retail side. I actually was a branch manager in Fox Chapel for many years. And then my mentor, who's hired me almost 17 years ago, asked me to come to the mortgage side. And haven't looked back since. I've really liked it the last 3 years. Even though the market's been crazy, I've really enjoyed helping people find their homes and get into that first time home.
Yeah, absolutely. I think this market has created a lot of opportunity, really, for people to get ahead of some of the others that have just kind of been doing their day to day. You are noticed out there, so that's great. It's, social media is such a big part of our day to day business right now. So, and the cars and coffee thing, that's totally cool. I don't have the nice car, but I have an Audi, but it's like a family mobile kind of thing. So, but I love it. Eventually, I can get there, and it's one of my favorite cars. I love seeing you in that thing and touting it and everything. It's a great ad. So, um, yeah, and then you got the two, or they both. You have two girls.
I have a son that's 21 and a daughter that's 18. So one
You
of
got
each.
one of each. Any animals you have?
Yep, two dogs and a cat. I have a Frenchie that's like my baby. I call him my meatball because he's more round, he is tall. And we have a pit bull, which I thought was crazy that my husband wanted one. And it is the most lovable family dog you will ever imagine. Has to be touching you in the same room with you, crawls in bed with us every night. He's very lovable. And we have a cat, Cinnamon, that is an indoor outdoor curious, very curious cat in everything, like constantly is in something.
Pit bulls are funny. They always have a smile on their face, when they're back
Mhm.
and whatever. So, hey, and then my second question is, let's hear about First National Bank. Like, what kind of products? Do you have anything that's special there right now that you guys are doing for customers? Something that's getting these first-time home buyers in? Anything that you want to tout with, your products that you guys offer?
So we actually have a lot of in-house products, which are really our niche. In this market, we have realized First National is a Pennsylvania-based bank, over 150 years old. We are building a headquarters downtown in Pittsburgh, and we have come up with some in-house products that really, I think, help us stand out. Our first-time home buyer program is really popular. It's probably the one I do the most because it has a zero down payment requirement, no PMI, up to a $5,000 grant to assist them towards closing costs, and it is still a conventional loan. So I think that really helps when you're putting in an offer to see that it's conventional. And the down payment assistance that we give is not a second lien put on the property. There's no amount of time you have to stay there. It truly is a gift that First National gives to help those first time home buyers get in that first house.
You're basically out of excuses to not buy a house with 0% down, man. That's great. I've heard of the 1%, but I think that's the first I've heard of the 0% conventional, unless it's like figuring in the seller's assist or something there. But that's an amazing product. And, as we know, a lot of this in Western Pennsylvania is just our market. We deal with a lot of first time home buyers. Obviously, there's the there's a surplus, but it's just, what we deal with a lot here, at least in my market and yours as well. So, and a lot of times they're the most enjoyable, or some of the most enjoyable transactions, because it's usually their first home, right? And they get really excited about it. So that's a great product. And then what kind of credit score do you need for that? Do you mind me asking?
No, it's a 620 credit score. So it's the one of the lowest that we offer. We do the tri-merge. So we're going to pull all three and use that middle number. But yeah, 620 is actually not, compared to other industry banks, maybe a broker can go lower, but for a bank to go down to 620, I think that's, not as common.
620, 0%, and that's not bad at all. And then my final question is, why should we pick you over the next mortgage lender? What makes you special or different, that you'd like to highlight, I guess?
So I have been in banking for a long time, but I understand that people don't buy houses from 9 to 5. And now that my children are older, I'm able to answer my phone on nights and weekends. I'm able to run to my home office. As you can see, most people are looking at houses on the weekends. So to be able to run in my office and do a cost sheet or a pre-qual and get that out to them quickly, I think that's really important in this market. My business phone that's on my card is also my personal cell phone. So you're going to get me every time you call. You're not going to get somebody else at First National. It's going to be me. You can text me or call me. Hey, I have a question. Hey, is this normal? Do I need to do this right now? I don't want people up at night thinking I have to wait till tomorrow morning to email her and ask her a question. You can text me anytime. I'm really going to hold your hand from getting pre-qualified to being at the closing table. So I'm their one contact from the whole process through. So I think I try not to mom people because I am a mom, but a lot of the first time home buyers, they really do want me to hold their hand and walk them through each step. And I'm happy to do that. Like you said, I think those are rewarding.
Yeah, I almost appreciate it sometimes. Somebody micromanage me sometimes, but at least telling me what the next step is, and that's it. I'll just complete the next step and the next step. So, yeah, and I always say it's the experience. People want that experience, and then just being available, for your customers at most times, just helps with that overall experience for you. So that's great. Dusty, I'll get your information. It'll be on the screen for anybody to get a hold of you. What states are you licensed in as well? Is it just Pennsylvania for you guys, or?
Nope, I actually can do pretty much from Pennsylvania all the way down to Florida. So first homes, second homes, which would be a vacation home or an investment property in your personal name, I can do in almost every state, as well as construction. Construction's not every state, but we do offer so many products in multiple states. So I can do a lot in West Virginia and Ohio. I do a lot of second homes or vacation homes in North Carolina, South Carolina, and Florida.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's again our market here, the snowbirds.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyways,
Yep.
All right, cool. Well, I appreciate your time as always, Dusty, and I hope to see you around at the next event.
All right. Thank you so much for the opportunity. I appreciate it.
We'll talk to you.